Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Fiume, here live at the IFA2024 National Convention, and looking forward to interviewing some folks at this year's event. I have Gary Goerke, the CEO of Clarity. Gary, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you today, Frank? It's a great day here at the IFA 2024.
It is. How many IFAs is this for you now?
Enough that I lost count. I think it's 14.
Really? Oh my goodness. Okay. What's been maybe one or two of your top takeaways from this particular IFA?
Oh, this one, the keynote speakers have been fantastic. Always the educational sessions are timely, and the subject matter is always relevant to any business, but especially franchising.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Would you tell the audience a little bit what Clarity is, what you guys do, and what makes you guys different?
Sure, Frank. So Clarity Voice is a cloud-based communication system. So a lot of people know us or think of us as voice over internet, which is fairly common throughout the business community. We specialize in helping franchisors create a platform and a mechanism for their franchisees that optimizes the customer experience, ultimately leading to better customer engagement and conversion of prospects to sales.
Sure. Oh, now I mostly talk to emerging franchise founders. So I'd love to get your take on what's maybe some advice that you give to the emerging client that comes on board. What are some of the things that they don't think of that you share with them that's so important for their particular business starting out?
Sure. So for emerging brands and being an entrepreneur myself in the franchising world, number one is leverage the community around the IFA. There's specific emerging franchising opportunities to network, different shows, attend those, and you're going to find that you're going to connect with people who have already done what you're doing. Right. Even if they're competitive, they're willing to help. So that's number one. Number two is here at the IFA convention, there's a expo. You should walk this expo and talk with every single vendor, because there's a secret to your success and being able to leapfrog other organizations, because these vendors, all of us, specialize in franchising. So we can help you get the inside track and move you to success faster. From emerging to large is what the objective is.
Gary, thanks so much for being on. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Frank. Good having you.
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fiume, or Emerging Franchise Group, LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.